What up, YouTube? It's your boy JKG Brandon. Welcome back to the Raid channel. We have a good one for you today. Hopefully, a good one. We're going to do some shard pulls, y'all. You can see right here, we have boosted summons for 12 hours and 16 minutes. And we have a few shards to pull. Not like 100 shards or anything, but we have a few. I went ahead and I was making room to do this. I was doing it off stream. I was off camera. I wasn't even going to pull anything for you guys on here. I've been going hard on the main account for the fusion. So you can see I moved everybody into the vaults. So my vaults are pretty much full. I pulled one shard on accident. We got us a Skull Crusher. We got a counterattack clan boss team ready to go. Stun target. He's great. If you don't know, he is one of 3 champions in the entire game that have a full team counterattack. He puts up ally protection on all allies except himself, places counterattack on all allies except himself, and places unkillable on himself. And then he's got a really cool passive where he decreases the duration of all debuffs on himself by 1 turn at the start of each turn. So theoretically, if you can point that stun at Skull Crusher, it's going to fall off. So he's really good for clan boss. He's one of the only other 2 full team counterattack champions in the entire game are Valkyrie and Martyr. So that being said, we're going to come in here. We had 45 and we pulled 1. So we have literally exactly 44 spots. We're going to pull 4 and then we're going to go ahead and do the 10 pops right after. Hopefully we have enough silver. Let's see what we can get. We do have 2x, so we are going to have double the chance to pull epics and legendaries on the account. So we're going to really hopefully get some usable epics and rares. That's really what we're looking for. Usable epics and rares. If we can get a good legendary, that's even going to be better. So Purgator, not even usable. He looks cool. But he's just not usable. So far, we haven't got anybody usable. Tree Feller looks cool. Again, not really one of the usable type champions that we are looking for. I think we're going to have right about the amount of silver that we need for this. We got a Mystic Hand. Mystic Hand can be used in a couple places. Marked is a great champion. Marked is actually one of the best rares in the game, in my opinion. Petrify Rockroot, also a really underrated clan boss rare. Attacks 3 times on the A3 with poison sensitivity, and if all hits land on the same target, then we're going to place poison, and then we're going to come in with the A2 AoE 2 times. First hit has a chance to decrease accuracy, second hit has a chance to place more poison, and then we have the A1 over here, which is a 2-hitter, decrease defense, and if they're under poison sensitivity, then that's going to bump up from the low version, the 30%, all the way up to the 60% big version of the decreased defense. So very, very cool champion. We also pulled Odachi, which Odachi is a cool champion. I think Odachi is going to be usable. Definitely going to be used in Faction Wars here for us, but because we got a provoke on the A1, which is always a great. We get a AoE with a shield on himself equal to 20% of his max HP. I wish that was a shield for everybody. That would just be a little bit better. And then last but not least, we have a block debuffs on all allies. And when ascended, we're also going to get the increased defense on all allies, which is always going to be a good one. Let's see. Baltus Druglord is a usable epic, very usable epic. We get a decreased attack on the A1. We get decreased crit rate on an AoE. On the A2, we get a provoke on the A3, and it also heals this champion by 20% of his max HP. And then on the passive, we're going to reflect damage that he receives back to the attacker. It's 30% of the damage he receives. It's not the greatest skill in the world to have, but it is something that's going to help in long fights. Fleshmonger, actually a very usable rare AoE with a decreased defense when ascended. It's going to be the big version on the A3. Increased attack, increased crit rate on himself, and he grants an extra turn, which is going to be really good for a lot of things. And then a 3-hit A1 is always going to be welcome. So this is a really good one. Oh, and we got to bear off the blood soaked. never used him on the main account, but I believe he's not the worst champion in the world. Let's see, what do we have here? We'll just look at the ascended skill. Attacks one enemy 2 times. First hit, 75% chance of placing decreased accuracy, and 75% chance of removing any increased accuracy. Why did I say increased accuracy? Decreased attack and increased attack buffs from the target, so he can place the decreased attack and remove any increased attacks. That's really good. On one enemy 2 times. I wish it was AoE because that would be kind of broken, but you know, hey, yeah, that's beggars can't be choosers, right? The second hit has 75% chance of placing the decreased defense, and then a second 75% chance of removing any increased defense buffs. So he's gonna be able to do kind of that place remove on both increased attack and increased defense, and vice versa for the decrease. So he can land the decrease, remove the increase. That's pretty nasty, actually. that can be pretty nasty in long fights, especially. One enemy 2 times on the A2. First hit places a shield equal to 25% of the damage inflicted on all allies. For 2 turns, the second hit heals all allies by 10% of the damage. I don't really like those because you're going to need insane multipliers to make that work. But it is a baby heal baked in and a baby shield baked in on a 3-turn cooldown when it's booked. So not the worst, not the best, but not the worst. One enemy 2 times. First hit has 20% chance of filling his turn meter by 10%. Second hit, 20% chance of decreasing target's turn meter by 10%. So that's good. Could be better. We have... There's epics, or I'm sorry, there's rares and even uncommons that have skills that I would say are better than this. Look at Armiger. Armiger has a better A1 than that, in my opinion. But all in all, man, a 10 pop, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 with Mystic Hand if we need help removing shields and stuff. So pretty darn good 10 pop if I don't say so myself. I'm gonna fix this green screen right here. Little better thing there. So let's go ahead and see what our next 10 pop is going to be. This free to play is going to be, you know, pretty much anybody that is usable is going to be a massive champion for this account. So not a great 10 pop like the last one, but we got some usable champions. Cagebreaker, I believe he can be used. He's got a sleep built in, 4-time random with a place in a sleep. Decreased defense on the A1, it's the big version, so that's good. AoE destroys enemy max HP, which is gonna be good when we get into some of the harder Doom Tower bosses, maybe Scarab King, where we can decrease that big shield that he has. Bogwalker, I don't believe is the one that we want for like Phantom Shogun, for where we need to put the sleep. Sand Devil. AoE, increased defense, reflect damage. Yeah, Bogwalker's not the lizard we want. And then right over here we got a Grappler. He's okay. Hope, there is some use for Hope. Hope gives us a block buffs, debuff for 2 turns. Does increase duration of all buffs, which is great for long clan boss fights, especially. Can come into play in, you know, Hydra as well when we want to keep some of these buffs up. Places a shield equal to 25% of this champ's max HP on all allies for 2 turns, and that, which is really good. And then she's going to extend it as well. AoE with a 50% chance of removing all buffs when booked. And then also looks like when before it's booked, 50% chance of decreasing the duration of all buffs by 1 turn. So we definitely want the removal rather than the decreasing the duration. So Hope, Cagebreaker, usable. Everybody else, food. Just straight up food, which is good for this account. We need food champions. We do need food champions. So who do we got? Chaplain. We got Chaplain. Oh my god. Oh my god. You have what? The what? What just happened, chat? We got Chaplain I was like, Chaplain, good, usable in faction wars for some heals. We don't care about Chaplain. Burgoth, we got the epic. That's great. Trunda. I've been playing this game for 5 years on my main account. Took a break for sure for about a year. Came back, and I still don't have Trunda. We just pulled a Duchess Lilitu in this 2 times on that account off of a random shard. But we got a Trunda, y'all. We got Trunda. This is massive for Hydra. This is massive for freaking Doom Tower. This is going to be massive for Arena. Like, one of the best nukers in the game, y'all. And then, not to be outdone, we got King Galkabar. We pulled a double legendary in here. I don't know what King Galkabar does. He's a newer one. I believe he got introduced to the game right around the time I was in my break from the game. What does he do? Let's see. When we ascend him here, whenever enemy is under poison debuff, attacks an ally under a shield, instantly activates poison. Also instantly activates continuous heal buff on the attacked ally. Okay. Removes all debuffs from all allies. That's awesome. Places continuous heal on each ally for every debuff removed. So that's awesome. Also places shield on all allies for 2 turns. Value of the shield equal to 25% of this champion's max HP. That's on a 3-turn cooldown. That is a great skill. Let's see here. A2 AoE. Removing all buffs. Places 5% poison on each enemy for every buff removed from them. That is absolutely great. Also has chance 80% chance of placing block buffs debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. That is awesome. And then that's going to book up to 100% chance. That is freaking awesome. 1 enemy places shield for 2 turns on the ally with the lowest HP. The value of the shield is equal to 15% of the ally's max HP. So that's not terrible. For an A1, we're going to be spamming A1s, especially in long boss fights and Hydra fights and stuff. So it may not be the biggest shield because it's based on that ally's max HP, but if we're going to be spamming these shields, that's pretty damn good. That is, holy crap, dude. And then we get Kellen the Strike. Kellen the Strike over here. Let's see. Ignore shield buffs when under perfect veil. AoE damage increases for each debuff on the target. So we just pair them with a debuffer. And we're going to do much more damage. 1 enemy 2 times, 75% chance of decreasing target's turn meter by 50%. That is going to be great for Spider and Fire Knight specifically. Second hit has chance of placing decreased speed. Again, great for Fire Knight. Good for Spider, great for Fire Knight. Also places perfect veil on this champion, so we're going to get that passive there. Attacks 1 enemy, 30% chance of placing a weaken. So that's great, really good. And we got another Purgator and we got another Guardian over here. Horden, we're not even going to go into it. You know what? Yeah, we should. 1 enemy 2 times, grants extra turn if he kills him. That's pretty much what you want to build on this dude. You want to make him, if you're gonna use him, you're gonna want to build him to where his A1 is going to hit and actually do the killing blow. That way he can just repeat. So that you just kind of machine gun that. Rotting Mage, okay champion. But dude, Trunda and King Galkabar, holy shit. Holy shit. That is fucking amazing. Sorry for cursing, but that is fucking amazing. The epics just keep on coming. We got a Hellfang back here behind me. Myrmidon, Death Chanter, Purgator, Hill Nomad, Executioner. We don't need for the fusion anymore because we already fused where we need him. Solaris has one of the cooler looking champion models in the game. I really dig this simple brown and gold champion design. Giscard, once you see it, you're never gonna unsee it. He looks like Jar Jar Binks. He looks like Jar Jar Binks. He's got some use though. He can actually he's got decent enough modifiers to where he hits hard. He's going to do increased defense and increased attack on all allies. He's also got this passive here where he's going to fill his turn meter whenever they are attacked by an enemy that's under a provoke or an increased attack. So he's also gonna do an AoE provoke, which is awesome because that's gonna play into that passive. And then he's also gonna place a shield on himself based on his max HP for 2 turns. A1 is gonna do a decreased attack, which is great because we're gonna be spamming A1s. That is awesome. Karam's cool, man. Not the greatest champion. This champion, he deals damage from all poison debuffs on the target instantly. If the target's a boss, they're gonna receive 50% less damage from those poison buffs. He's a poison exploder, but he's not like the best poison exploder. You still want your Xavier or one of those champions. I think Elenarel can do the poison explosion as well, but Xavier is by far in much better than both of these champions. But Karam can do the job. He's usable. He's usable, especially for faction wars. So we got some champions, guys. We got some champions here. You can see we ran out of our ancient shards. We got a couple void shards and a sacred shard for when we get a 2x coming up here. But coming in here to the spot. Let me go ahead and move my. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Let's move me over here. Let's move me over to this side, and we'll take a look at the new champions that we got, guys. We got King Galkabar, which is absolute insanity. We got Shrunda, we got Baroth, we got Karam, we got a Skull Crusher, we got Kaladin the Strike, Hope, Horden, Giscard, Baltus Druglord, got Burgoth the Malformed. We got a Cage Breaker. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 epics. We got 10 epics and 2 legendaries from 45 shards, guys. 45 shards. We got 10 epics and 2 legendaries, and some usable rares. So I would say this is the best shard pool that I've ever had on any of my accounts, whether it's my previous free-to-plays, my main account, it doesn't matter. This is up there, guys. This is massive. So hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button, subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs so we can go ahead and join that stupid Plarium partner program and get some resources over on the main account. And yeah, subscribe so you know when I put up more videos. We're gonna try to get the videos out weekly, if nothing else, here for you guys. We're gonna be starting the 5-minute champion breakdown series here. I'm gonna be recording the first one in that series here later today, and so be on the lookout for that in the coming days. I'm JKG Brandon. Love you guys. Peace.